Okay? Now here's another way to test if you're at an increased risk for falling. 30 seconds sit to stand test. So here's what we need to do. I want you to sit in the middle of your chair. Put your worksheets down for now. Make sure you have enough room in front of you because we will ask you to sit up. So it says there, sit in the middle of the chair. Place your hands on the opposite shoulder crossed at the wrists. Keep your feet flat on the floor. Keep your back straight and keep your arms against your chest. When I say go, you will rise. Let me do it first. Let me show you. You will rise to a full standing position. Make sure you're all the way up. And then you're going to sit all the way back down. That's one count. That's one count. Feet apart. Feet apart. So you're going to rise to a full standing position and back down. That's one count when you sit back down. That's one count. So when I say go, you'll rise to a full standing position and sit back down. We will repeat this and I will time you for 30 seconds. I need a timer. Where's my timer?
Feet apart like yours?
Yeah, feet apart, about shoulder width apart. Now, there's an honesty rule here. Only you would know how many you did. And I will tell you the guidelines for each age group. So when I say the guidelines, you know in your head how many you did if you are at an increased risk for falling. Okay? So it's a 30-second. When I say go, you'll rise all the way to a standing position and sit down. And you'll keep doing that until I say stop. Now, how many would you count? You will only count the full repetitions you have done. So let's say if I say stop and you're right here, that repetition doesn't count. Because remember, we only count it when you sit back down. Okay? Let's say you're on your way down and I say stop. That doesn't count either. Okay? Now, by the way,
Don't count so fast.
well, automatically, you're at risk of falling right there.
I hurt behind the knee.
Okay.
Without putting my hand on the arm of the chair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, oh yeah, that's a risk for falling right there.
Of course, I'm a little bit too old.
All right. By the way, these guidelines are from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, their National Center for Injury Prevention and Control. Because specifically for Medicare, they are so motivated that you don't fall. Because it's so expensive for Medicare for people falling. One day in the hospital is about, at the current rate, about $2,500. Just to stay in the hospital. Okay? And what more with associated injuries with a broken hip, broken leg, all of those things. Okay? So let's do this. Ready? Make sure you're standing in the middle, sitting in the middle of your chair. You're not leaning back. You're going to be at a disadvantage if you're leaning back. You got to be in the middle of the chair or even more forward so you could pop right up. Okay? Ready? On your mark, get set, go. Yeah, for those who can't do it, don't force yourself, okay? That's, okay? 10 seconds to go. Stop. Catch your breath. Okay, catch your breath. Okay? I know.
My heart is pounding.
All right. Okay.
I have that effect on me.
60 to 64-year-olds, males, okay, should be able to do less than 14.
I did 13. You're in a male. No, I'm not a male.
Okay, hang on.
16.
Hang on.
16.
Let me rephrase that because I think that was a little confusing. You should be able, for a male, 60 to 64 years old, you should be able to do at least 14. At least 14. For a female, 60 to 64-year-old, you should be able to at least do 12.
Okay, so
At least do 12.
I'm like just under 60. So
Yeah, you would be counted in that age
in
group.
that age group,
Correct. Yes, you did. 65 to 69-year-olds, males, you should be able to do at least 12. Females, at least 11.
And what was the age?
65 to 69. Okay?
You got older ones?
All right, so 60 to 64, these are males, these are females. Okay? So let me write it down. So male 60 to 64 should be able to do at least 14. 14 or more. Females 12 or more. 65 to 69, males 12 or more, females 11 or more. 70 to 74, at least 12 for males, 10 for females. 75 to 79, at least 11, and at least 10 still. 80 to 84, at least 10 for males, 9 for females. 85 to 89, 8 for males, 8 for females. Yeah, because there's not a whole lot of guys in this age group. I'm just kidding. All right. 90 to 94, 7 for males, 4 for females.
Okay, get out of here.
I know. That's according to the CDC, and they've done extensive research on that for people in those age groups. So those are really solid evidence as far as how many you should be able to do. Okay?